This is it. This is the Batman. You ever wonder why you could never find just a normal Batman action figure back in the day? Or even now? It's this guy's fault right here. The Golden Batman of 1990. The 1989 movie. A movie where Batman did not appear in a gold suit, and yet the toy line included a gold Batman. Tec-Shield Batman. This was their in to sell different versions of Batman. No longer did they need to adhere to the comic book colors, cartoon colors, or in the newly formed movie, all black suit. Even with all the different gadgets and weapons and jetpacks and things, it would be a little hard to sell the same Batman figure included with each accessory. I'm not sure if accessory alone packs would have sold particularly well either. So the ultimate marketing ploy here, we have Tec-Shield Batman. We're going to open them up fresh, talk about them. I wanted to show my original figure that I had as a kid. I definitely had this figure as a kid, and you can see I actually did like it quite a bit. And he's very well worn. He's lost everything. Lost his cape, lost his accessory. He's very flimsy and worn out. Looks like a little bit of his bat ears are kind of gone, and the head's kind of coming off a little bit. But that's why I just wanted to get a brand new one of this one, because I'm kind of collecting this line now. I wanted a good example of this figure. Since it's definitely nostalgic in that way, kind of led to me getting a lot of these different colored Batmans. Maybe you were looking for just the standard film version. You could never find it. They really only made a few like it and switched all these wacky colors. Now allegedly this was the experiment. If they could do this and it sold really well, I don't see it selling more than the other standard ones, but not that this is absolute proof, but this one kind of got marked down to $2.99 at Toys R Us. So anecdotal, but still clearance down. I'm sure standard price was, $5 or $6 original. But right on the back we can see that there is kind of a darker blue, but that's not something outside of the comics too much. Tec-Shield Batman, which strangely the prototype still looks like a Superpowers Batman colored as the prototype for some reason. I guess I could see that. They just wanted a prototype because they were like, are we really going to do this? They don't want to be stuck with the non-selling toy sitting on the shelves, if at all possible. Very pristine in the packaging like this. I'd hate to open this one up, but I need a brand new one. That's what I do here. But we have archived footage of the beautiful packaging already. Plenty of photos online as well. So we're gonna open him up. Yes, the old cloth cape they all came with. Pretty awesome since it was removable. If you wanted to get it out of the way for the accessory to be used. Just has a nice clip, but here it is. That golden suit. Kind of metallic in its sheen. It's not that vac metallicized coating or anything that chips off. This figure would look a lot worse. You can just see there's a little bit of black underneath there, but it did stay a lot from all the wear, and then you can see the skin tone. I left this outside. Kind of got sun bleached. But if it was that vac metallicized coating, it would be all chipped off. So they just went with a gold paint for him. He's just a 5-point figure. The arms go all the way around, and the legs up and down some, and the head turns. Nothing on the waist. But this was the excuse to have a different wacky costume for every accessory Batman would come with. Speaking of wacky accessories, here's the Tec-Shield apparently. Well, maybe the Tec-Shield refers to Batman's golden armor, and this is just the flight pack. But this is actually just a recolored accessory from a Silverhawks action figure that Kenner also made. So they did not go all in making a new thing for this Batman. They were like, I don't know if Batman's gonna sell with a gold suit. So they dug up another tooled accessory they already had to try it out. You can see 1990 on there, the clip that goes onto the body of the figure, whether it's a Silverhawk figure or Batman. These rockets are just kind of for show, and they've colored them gold for this. The control here is this like little plunger looking thing. I think it's supposed to be a jet, like flames are going to come out of here with your imagination. You're just going to pull that down, and the wings pop up. Whoosh. And these little pieces are kind of their own thing, because when you go to put it down, you'll have to pop the wings back in to make a smaller little pack for him, so that when it is launched again, they kind of pop out, get a little extra length just for the cool visual of the wings of the jetpack. I always liked the accessory. Again, you probably would take the cape off, clip it to his back, It's a snug fit on there. Of course, the weight's going to make it a little hard to stand him with that. But there are foot pegs in there if you're able to get a hold of some standard figure stands or something. But just playing around here, you just have him take off and fly. Ho-ho! If you weren't going to load him into the Bat Jet or Bat Wing, whatever you'd like to call it, you just have a jet pack for the ground. You could just put the cape on, get this on here anyway. It's not like you have to have that out of the way. But no firing missile or anything, just the apparatus is just for the wing pop-out feature. This top piece kind of has a hole in it. I'm not sure if that's just for the construction, although it does make a good handle for you to hold so that you can do the wing pull-out feature, because if your hand's kind of on the side of it, the wings aren't going to come out. And you can kind of do wings down as a feature too, just for like, whew, he's really jetting. He doesn't have the wings out. Just straight jetting. Chunk. And they probably already had the gold paint for the belt and the symbol. So this was definitely the experimental Batman action figure that led to a lot of the other ones we're going to be looking at here as I collect more of this line. In general, that's what I like to do here, is show the older toys that I've kept over the years and always played with as a kid. And I like to get new things that I never had, or finish collections that I did have. And here we're kind of replacing the beat up Batman I had as a kid that lost his accessory and cape and all that and is very worn out. So this time I needed to get a fresh Batman. A historic one, in a way. Kind of similar to when you had like the Ultraman kind of Japanese shows. Just one hero, you can only sell the one toy. They have the brilliant idea of what if it was a team and they were all different color dudes. And so Super Sentai and later on Power Rangers invented, basically just to sell more action figures. And that's what this Batman is for. Go Batman Rangers here. But if you love looking at retro old action figures of this time period, you want to get subscribed here. I'm going to go over tons, and I've already had lots of videos all about this topic. Otherwise, we'll be seeing a lot more Batman stuff here soon. And you can see it in the next video right now. So I'll see you there.